Guys doing? So, as I said in my daily financial news video, which usually goes up about 8 a.m. or so, I was going to take some time to do a walk, get quiet, and really think about things I'm thankful for. And something hit me. I think all of us that watch this channel should probably give thanks to a young man by the name of Graham Stephan. You've probably seen him. You certainly have, he's got 1 million followers. He was just featured on CNBC. But there's a lot about the Graham Stephan story that I think we should all be thankful for. Because I think he's a role model both to the young, sort of his age and younger, including kids in junior high and high school, as well as, he's an inspiration for folks older than himself. And again, Graham's 29, according to CNBC. So let me explain what I mean by that and why I think we should all be thankful for Graham Stephan. First and foremost, he calls himself frugal. Some folks might call him cheap. He thinks going out to dinner and splitting nachos with his father and picking up the bill is splurging. Frequently goes on dates with his girlfriend and they split meals. He doesn't buy fancy clothes and he does 20-cent iced coffee and all of these things that if you follow him, you've heard him talk about. But what I think why we should all be thankful for Graham is he's showing us each and every day, every video he puts out, that you don't need to spend a lot of money to be happy. Now you look at Graham and maybe you get enamored with, what he's producing in different parts of his business. But I challenge you to watch him. And I think for him, saving money and being frugal is almost a sport. And I think some of us, watching, think that spending is a sport and going into debt and credit cards and paying minimum balances and those kinds of things. So I think having someone like Graham that is so popular and watched by so many, well over 1 million people now, I think we should be inspired by that. The fact that he could and doesn't is meaningful. And if you've been watching him for any length of time, it doesn't look to be changing. He is wired one way. And, now that he has this girlfriend and they're sharing that experience, you can see that she is on board with him. So finding a relationship that kind of matches and that you both are kind of rowing in the same direction is, again, something admirable and something we should give thanks for, right? It could be easy for Graham to get one of these gold diggers or several, frankly, and just change his life. But he is measured and he is going after it in one way and showing us what is possible. So I think we should be thankful for that. Another thing we should be thankful for Graham Stephan is he's pretty clear in his story, right? He did, he thought he had to go to college, didn't really work out. I think he did 1 quarter, if I remember, or maybe he dropped out after the, a quarter or a semester. And he just dove in, right? So again, college isn't a requirement. If you're going to be a doctor or a lawyer or something that needs some kind of certification, totally get it. But don't go to college just cause, right? Go with an intention, go with a plan. And Graham is showing you that, hey, you don't have to go to college to be successful. And then he comes out and he just grinds, right? He's joins the real estate profession during the depth of the crash where it was so easy for people just to give up. And he found these little lease deals that put food on the table and allowed him to go forward. And now he's grown that side of the business. He would be successful if that's all he did. If he was only a real estate agent, Graham Stephan would be very, very successful and probably in the top 20 or top 30 in Southern California. In that market, that's a good living. So again, we should be thankful for him showing the youth and really showing all of us that college isn't a requirement to be successful. It's passion, it's hustle. Also, he is showing us how hustle and consistency pays off. He's been putting out 3 quality videos a week for a long time. He has now capitalized on that, created a new show. He has this, swag, I guess, that he sells, the shirts and the hats and these different things. And now he's building a team and he just has, he is showing that once you, produce quality and move forward and help people, not to mention his courses and all of those things, we should really be thankful for him showing us what is possible. It's really admirable. And then again, he's showing that having money doesn't have to change the person, right? I think all of us have heard that having more money, if you're an a-hole, just makes you a bigger a-hole. But if you have money and you're a nice person, you stay a nice person. And I think Graham is an example of that, right? So again, I think there are so many things that if we peel back and we don't get lost in the sheer huge numbers and frugality that he represents, there's so much there for us to appreciate. And we should all be thankful for Graham. Graham, I'm thankful for you as someone in their 40s who believes in living below my means and in saving and investing. So thank you. You've shown me that there's another level. I thought living on 50% of my income was a nice step. You live on 1% of your income or less, which I think is amazing. And thank you for all you do. Thank you for showing, kids that if you have a passion for something and it's not college, that's okay. There's another way. Also showing that consistency and hustle go hand in hand. Just working really, really hard for a couple of weeks is not there. You've got to do it for weeks, months, years. And then showing all of us how you can take a reputation and quality and really scale that to lots of different things. So Graham, on Thanksgiving, I wanted to say thank you. I think all your videos are awesome. I think the CNBC special is great. I think all the reaction videos to your living on 1% of your income have been a lot of fun. So please keep doing what you're doing. I know you will. Enjoy the time. And of course, have a wonderful day, everybody. Take care. Bye.